What is up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new playthrough. As you can see, we are currently on the PS2. I guess if you didn't put your game in screen. So I was actually just going through my old memory card with chat just now, and we were looking around. My oldest save file on here is from 2006, actually. But this is the Eureka 7 games we just played in the MS Saga New Dawn and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of Roses. That was like a while ago. That was 23. This was 23 as well. Wow. Did not realize it's been 2 years since we played that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and delete my... We're playing Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front. I know it's a little awkward. I started it without showing you guys the title. So we're going to delete my save file, which apparently I played this in 2013. I had a complete save file once upon a time, but it's gone now. So we're going to go ahead and delete this poor little Zaku right here and immediately make a new one for a fresh playthrough. So RIP King. The Spin of Death. What if my PlayStation just crashed trying to delete that? All right. Now it's time for the greatest Mobile Suit Gundam game of all time. Let's do it. Chat, let me know if it's too loud. I turned it down because it was very loud, but if it's still too loud, let me know. I'm going to be quiet now because this is like one of my favorite Mobile Suit Gundam video game intros ever. All right, the Zaku's back, by the way. He only died for a second. The only problem I have with playing on actual hardware right now is all my old PS2 controllers don't work right. So I had to use this shitty, like, third-party one, and it feels, like, empty inside. And I don't like it. It took a long time. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. After the splash screens. Yeah, here it is. We'll give a little background on the game after we get through the intro here. Graphics peaked on PS2. This is like my favorite intro besides the Armored Core 3 intro. That is always going to be my favorite PS2 era intro, followed by Armored Core Nexus. It is crazy this intro still holds up now. I'm not even sure what year this game released. A long time ago is what I do know. This intro song is so good too. This came out in 2001. Okay, I thought it was a long time ago. 24 years ago. The mobile suits look so good here. Ooh, the Federation. Not my Zeonic Front game. A mobile suit reloading. You never see that. Ooh, who's that in the background, guys? All right, here we go. So as I mentioned earlier, we are playing Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front on an actual PS2 hardware, etc., etc. It is being upscaled to 1080p with the little box I have, so that's why it is full screen if you're watching it on YouTube and on stream right now. I played this game when I was young. I don't know about 2001, but definitely when I was pretty young, like elementary school age. I don't know if we could watch the movie. Do you guys want to start with the movie, or do you want to just jump into the game? So I forget if the movie is unique or not in this, like geared towards Zeon versus not. We can just do it. I think let's just do it. We'll do the special. It's unique.
Universal Century 0079, January 3rd. The Principality of Zeon has declared war against the Earth Federation government. At the time, I was a mobile suit pilot, but injuries I had received during the first battle forced me to retire from my duties. I then proposed to form a special task force consisting of mobile suits, codenamed Midnight Fenrir Unit, which received approval and was sent into combat missions under my leadership.
Here's your background that I was forgetting.
March 11th. The second Earth descent operation had begun. Captain Garma Zabi was the commander in charge of conquering the North American territory.
I'm honored to have such outstanding soldiers under my command, and to be in charge of capturing the North American territory. We will conquer North America to establish a base from which we can move to take over Jaburo, the Federation's general headquarters in South America.
Our first mission was to secure an air base as a beachhead for the invasion.
We're not going to watch that right now, because that actually has spoilers for the story. And that, so if you're first time seeing this game, we're going to stop really quick, because I forgot that it goes all the way through the timeline of the game. Hey, what are you doing? You're pathetic. Unbelievable. Base Zeon gassing Federation aligned colonies and dropping the line cities. Okay, let's get into the game. We'll watch the movie once we beat the game one time, because it is actually fun. It's all unique animations and stuff. We're going to do the training just so I can remember how to play this game, because it's been a minute. As in years, so. Also, what's up, Vanda? And what's up, Alt, if I didn't say hello? This is one of the games where fighting a Gundam actually feels terrifying. Especially Amuro. You'll see.
I take it you're ready. You will now commence training. Follow the on-screen instructions.
Blame this on the misfortune of your birth.
Alright, this is his route movement. You move with the left stick. So what's interesting is Char has unique dialogue in this game too. So I don't know if they got the voice actor to do it or not. Or if they like spliced together words he said. Alright, push L1 button left analog stick forward to run. Alright, so at the left side of the screen is the zoomed in map. The right side where my face is partially covering is your bigger map. Doesn't really matter for right now. This game is like, so to explain it, it's like it's a tactical action game, I think is the best way to explain it. And mobile suits feel very heavy. It's not like well, a lot of more contemporary Gundam games where you feel like you don't have any weight to you. You have a lot of weight here, and they don't move as fast as they do. Like, it's very heavy. Like, you see how fast the Zaku can move right here? That's how fast the Zaku can move the entire game. And you can use your thrusters, but only for a backwards jump. What's up, Kenny? All right, I kind of remember how to do all that, so we'll skip through this. We'll do the rest of the training missions really quickly. I'm not going to read all of them though. It's just telling you basic controls. It is not like a Fire Emblem game. It's not turn-based. It's like a live action, or like you're not taking turns. You're doing everything live and in real time. Real-time strategy game, but it's not a real-time strategy game at the same time. Maybe it kind of is actually. I have no idea what you'll see when we play. Attack basics. You aim at people and you shoot them. It's a very powerful Zaku machine gun. Making the mobile suits feel heavy and grounded is appropriate for a game based on the original Mobile Suit Gundam, right? You're right, especially on Earth. Also, if the volume like shoots up and down at different points in the game, that's just the volume of the game. It's just loud sometimes. Oh, melee animation. Heat-Hawk! You can't fire during reload. Thank you very much, game. So what's interesting about the Zaku 2 is that the Heat-Hawk in it is not a one-shot for most things in the game. Or I actually might not be a one-shot for anything in the game. Except these, maybe these training dummies. I don't remember.
Even weapons with superior firepower have their limits. You should always select a weapon that is appropriate to your circumstances.
Thanks, Shar. I think that might be it.
It is Universal Century 0079.
And it's
March
voice
11.
acted.
The second Earth descent operation has begun. Our objective is to bring the North American territory under our control. Captain Garma Zabi will be the commander in charge of capturing North America.
I'm honored to be commander of such outstanding soldiers and in charge of capturing the North American territory.
So I'm pretty sure they couldn't get Garma's original voice actor for this, because I don't think that sounds like him.
Blame this on the misfortune of your birth.
You guys are going to love that one for this game. Also, that's Schmitz. I think his name's Schmitzer. Retry. He's the commander of the Midnight Fenrir squad, which is what we are.
I don't need to explain to you the importance of this operation.
Now, that sounded like actual Garma there.
We will conquer North America to establish a base from which we can move to take over Jaburo, the Federation's general headquarters in South America.
So that first couple of lines didn't sound like him, but that does right there.
Let's strangle the Federation by the throat. I wish you all the best of luck. Over.
Okay. So I think we don't want to do any of this right now. We'll go straight to missions.
Fenrir Fangs.
All right, here we go. The game eases you into how difficult it is. Joe Burrow, like Joe Burrow? Sort of.
I see you're all here. Now, our mission is to descend ahead of the main forces and secure an airbase as a beachhead for the invasion of the North American region. The HLV will drop us off close to the enemy airbase. We will move in at once to take over the base before the enemy has a chance to organize a counterattack. Our intelligence has located the enemy headquarters. It's here. There are numerous lookouts situated at the base. If you're spotted by a lookout, you'll divulge our location and the enemy will call in their defense troops. It's vital that you destroy those lookouts first.
If I remember correctly, I don't think it matters in this mission, but we'll see.
We think the enemy will be mainly using Type 61 tanks, but do not underestimate this vehicle's power. We have also detected several Medea craft along the landing strip. There's no reason you should let them get away. Either destroy the aircraft before they take off, or seize the control tower. Our first objective, take over the base headquarters. Second objective, eliminate the base's defense troops. And third objective, seize the control tower. The key to this operation is speed. We must not give the enemy a chance to organize. This will be your first battle as the Midnight Fenrir. You must improve on your performance during basic training. Over.
Aye, aye, Captain. Enemies attacking from the rear are dangerous. While tracking enemies on MSD, keep moving. Weapons have an effective range, so you cannot attack unless target is within range. The target range is indicated by the lock-on sight when set on a target. Thank you, game. Okay, so we can get a team setup and just look really quick. So we have Lieutenant Roher and MCPO Austin. If you guys remember when we played G Generation Genesis, you actually play as the Midnight Fenrir through one of the story modes on there. And that's who we're playing as right now. I don't know if we start off with any... So we have a Zaku 2F with him. You can actually select the number of mobile suits you want to take. You command the lead mobile suit, which is what Lieutenant Roher is in. I've never... There probably is a reason to take less than 3, but we're not going to. And then you can change your sensors once you're in game. I don't normally start with them in a certain way. And then we have just a regular Zaku machine gun. And then for support, we have smoke bombs, which I'll just take with me. And that's it. And then MCPO Austin, if you guys remember, is a big fan of the Zaku 1. Thus, he is still in a Zaku 1A with a Zaku bazooka. You can actually give him a machine gun. We'll let him have the bazooka. Also, you guys might like the way that Zaku's fire bazookas in this game because it's a little more realistic, I think. We'll see. So we want to go to advice now because you get some dialogue from the crew.
Well, the Type 61 tank shouldn't be much of a problem. But if they get too close or if they maneuver behind you, you can kiss your Zaku goodbye.
No worries, sir. We'd never goof up that badly. I mean, we're not a bunch of rookies fighting for the first time.
Point taken.
The way I see it, you can yammer on all you want, but you ain't much more than a rookie yourself, Lieutenant.
You have to be so blunt? Judging by the way you respect my authority, I was surprised to hear that you requested a transfer to this unit. Don't you feel it beneath you to assist a rookie like me?
Don't take me so seriously, Lieutenant. Thanks to you, I'm still alive after all these years. Besides, I've still got lots to teach you.
Guess we're stuck together.
You got that right.
So we're going to do all the dialogue for the characters in between missions because it does flesh them out a lot and you get to like understand their personalities and whatnot, and I find that very fun.
You don't have to worry. We're well prepared. Just send us down and we'll be sure to get the job done in no time.
I assume in this case they're talking directly to the player because you're like their commander or like their strategist or something. I don't know.
I'm ready to kick some Federation butt.
So they only sent us enough mobile suits for a 2-team formation? No, I'm not saying I'm dissatisfied with your placements. It's just too bad. We trained so hard for today. But if that's the decision that was made, then I'll do everything I can as the operator.
And the tech chief.
I'm Nagaki, your technical chief. Nice to meet you. The mobile suits you'll be using in this operation are well maintained. We requested enough mobile suits to form 3 teams. However, they only dispatched enough for 2 teams. You'll notice something different when you settle into the cockpit, so please pay attention. I've installed one of those experimental sensor units into each mobile suit. Some believe the sensors will be rendered useless with Minovsky particles blocking the electromagnetic waves. But I think they're worth having. I'm confident that the data gathered from your upcoming battle will prove my theory. Well, I should go. I still need to make some final adjustments.
All right. You think this is a similar deal to the 13th MS team where you are the rookie commander? Oh. Let's see what information has in it. Oh, do you guys want to read this? So an HLV is a heavy lift launch vehicle. This large craft can transport supplies and troops between space and Earth. It has atmosphere re-entry capabilities, and its boosters can escape the Earth's gravity. That's the headquarters for the base. Those are the lookouts. Type 61 tanks are weak. Aircraft fly. There's a... What is this? By subduing the control tower, you can stop the enemy aircraft from taking off. Okay. Here we go. The Midnight Fenrir Corps. This experimental elite force has the blessing of Rear Admiral Cassilia and is commanded by Lieutenant Commander Garrett Schmitzer. It is comprised of a tactical commander, attack teams, mechanics, technicians, etc. So we're the tactical commander. And then LC Schmitzer. Lieutenant Commander Garrett Schmitzer, born on Side 3, age 35. He looks like he's 50. This is when you're 35, that's how old you look at anime.
Aircraft Fly Comrade 2025.
A veteran soldier, when mobile suits came online, he became an MS pilot and has distinguished himself with many combat victories. He's not 35, surely. Anyways, we're good to go. We can do route setup and stuff, but we don't need to for the first mission, so let's go. Also, you'll notice behind my face, it says Minovsky particles. It says 4% there. The higher that is, the harder it is to use your sensors in the game. And there's the map right there that we're going to be progressing through. Yeah, there's a manga about the Fenrir squad, Vanda. Go! So we're taking a Zaku 2 team and a Zaku 1 team. Here we go.
All units, give us a status report.
Blue team, all clear.
Red team all clear.
All right, commence operation.
They're not going to die in this mission. At least for me. Okay, so we can walk, we can run. As you can see at the bottom, it says avoid. You can change that by going to the commands, advance. We'll do a fast attack. Same for this team, fast attack. The other team will move on their own. You can also switch between them. You can change your sensors. So you have radar, thermal, and sonar. There are reasons to use each of those, obviously. When it's dark out, thermal's better. Movement for sonar, and I think radar is just mid-range. It should be sound, I think. I don't know what radar is used for in this game. If it fits what actual radar is used for, if it's its own thing. Anyways, let's kill some Type 61 tanks. One shot from a Zaku machine gun kills them. That's why they're dead already. And my allies went and killed the enemies already. Cool. What's up, Sharks in Space? Is he having trouble over there? I think he's alright. We'll switch teams really quick. I'll show you guys the bazookas, because they're cool. Yeah, you have to kneel down to fire the bazooka, which makes your mobility a lot slower. But they do way more damage than a Zaku machine gun does. So as we go through the forest, we're going to want to switch to thermal. The joysticks are inverted. I keep forgetting that, so I keep screwing it up. And as they mentioned before, you want to be very careful. If a tank gets behind your back in a Zaku, you're dead. At least in a Zaku 2, excuse me. Time to enjoy early game stomping before Gundam kick our teeth in, right? Or before the Federation gets mobile suits, at least. Yeah, the tanks are thankfully not a threat at all. Oh, speaking of, one thing that the Allies won't do is they won't switch their sensors on their own. So you have to be careful as you move with them. Oh, also, what's kind of cool in this game, Zaku 1s have heat hawks. I don't know what Lieutenant Rower was doing there. I think he was going to fight because I have him on. I believe you set them to attack, they'll leave the route to fight other things, whereas avoid, they'll just stay to the route. Zaku 1 is unable to hover Dom superiority.
Checking our final target. What's this? Analyzing data. This is Big Tray.
Ooh la la.
Seriously, some intelligence job. It'd help if people could do their job properly.
Commander, it's impossible with our battle strength. I think we should retreat.
All teams, continue with your mission. Destroy Big Tray. It's like a spaceship, only earthbound. It's no threat if we strike near its blind spot. Fight as you would against a battleship.
Commander!
Now that the enemy's unprepared, we must seize this opportunity to destroy it. We don't have the luxury of waiting for backup. Go get him.
So just in full disclosure, this is free on your first playthrough. It is no longer free after your first playthrough. Which we'll see what that's like later on.
Confirmed defeat of final target. Sir, we have a communication from the enemy commander.
Wait! Don't shoot! We surrender.
We literally shot a bazooka
We
into their...
accept the enemy's request
bridge.
to surrender.
Roger. The remaining enemy troops have begun disarming. All teams are ordered to guard the secured area until our main forces arrive.
So the first mission's not that hard, but they're warming you up. It gets a lot worse as time goes on.
Our mission was a success. We managed to take over the airbase while keeping the facilities intact for our use. We also proved that a surprise attack could be carried out by a small mobile suit unit. And, even on land, the team could still be quite effective.
So for context, remember, this is when Zeon first comes to Earth, so all of their pilots are used to fighting in space. So I believe the reason we got a B there is because we didn't do all of the objectives. We kind of went for the head right there. Well, yeah, that's why Zeon takes over most of the Earth at the beginning of the War Sharks in space. Don't worry, there'll be a situation that occurs eventually that changes the dynamic a little bit. But you can receive new training. You'll learn basic battle tactics. We'll do it just so we can have them under our belt, because I don't remember all the mechanics in the game. But yeah, this is before Garma's death, so this is way before before gyms existed, right? That's why Vanda said we're gonna stomp early game. Wait, what is that? Zaku weak against ground gym. Front attacks are risky and front attack risky and takes time. That wasn't translated right. Track enemy on lower left MSD. Enemies out of view go off MSD. Get the enemy in view. So if it's blue, they don't know we're there. The backpack is the weak point on mobile suits. I don't know why it just felt... Okay, it's dead. That was weird. There was no, like, explosion. I wanted to see if it'll melee me. Oh, they don't have beam sabers yet. That sucks. This is where it gets hard right here. Oh, I can't actually fight you from... Okay, that's interesting. Oh, and it can't kill me. I can't get behind you! Alright, we're done. You get the idea. Shoot him in the back is what it's trying to tell you to do.
With the aid of carpet bombing by the Gao attack carriers, we've caused extensive damage to New York.
Wonder why they spell New York, New York. New York. Whatever.
All that's left to do now is to wipe out their remaining military strength.
It was like that in like every Mobile Suit Gundam game, I'm pretty sure, and the anime itself.
On the other side of the continent, our invasion force was advancing to California base, but has been stalled by the enemy's persistent resistance.
So there are still some things early game that can kill you.
Thanks to your efforts, we have secured most of New York. All that is left to do is to take out the remaining forces.
Well, even in the original Mobile Suit Gundam, Billy, it was called New York, not New York.
The North American operation has been proceeding according to plan. However, there are some areas of concern. For instance, here. The troops attempting to secure California base are facing heavy resistance from the enemy's defense unit. Reinforcements will be sent as soon as mop-up operations in New York are complete. In the meantime, we'll send your unit.
It's funny because they're saying it correctly. What's up, Connery? It was always New York. Someone said it and then wrote it down without checking right.
Your mission is to break through this point. It is known to be the heaviest defense line in this area. I trust that your unit will succeed. The leader of the invasion force will give you details when you arrive. Over.
See ya, Garma. So, just to show you guys, we're not going to do them right now, but you do have simulator missions you can do. The trainings plus the programs. We're going to do these later in the game, though. Because if I remember correctly, you can unlock mobile suits and weapons from them, I think. It's been a minute, but I'm pretty sure you can. Let's go ahead and save the game in case something happens to my PlayStation. But yeah, like we were saying, it's been in New York since 1979, so...
Breakthrough.
Breakthrough. It is fun. This whole game is voice acted. I like that. I appreciate that.
My troops are attempting to break through the final defense line of California base. The enemy has set gun turrets in several crucial locations. They formed a perimeter to protect their base.
So those gun turrets right there, they will kill you. That is a real threat in the game at this point.
Besides, we're having a really hard time with their fighter copters. This has been a devastating blow for us. Our casualties are on the rise. That's why I've requested the support of a mobile suit unit. But I certainly hope your unit's war record is reliable. Well, never mind. Just get us through their defense line. I'm counting on you to get results.
We fought one battle on Earth, sir.
Our allied troops attacking California base have found it tough to break the enemy's powerful defense line. We haven't even been able to provide adequate air support because of the presence of anti-aircraft units situated within the base. Therefore, our mission is to infiltrate the enemy defense line at the assigned area and provide an opening for our allied troops. In the first stage of our plan, we will descend at a point just outside the enemy's air defense territory. This is where the enemy's defense line is weakest. We'll force our way through this area and position ourselves behind the enemy. While we attack from behind, our allied forces will advance across the defense line. In order to camouflage our movements, our allied troops are expected to launch a diversionary frontal attack at the precise moment we break through the enemy defense line. I don't need to emphasize the fact that any delay in this operation will cause greater casualties to our allies. We must proceed quickly. Over.
Yes, sir. Full burner instead of Vernier is another example. Oh, that's true. Yeah, for a PS2 game, that is nuts that it's fully voice acted. I mean, this part isn't, but like for the most part, everything is. Destroy all gun turrets. If you approach gun turrets from the rear or sides, you won't be attacked. Set your route so that you can approach from the gun turret's blind spot. Using smoke grenades to block enemies' view is another way. Pay attention to the terrain while changing sensors. Each sensor has its own characteristics, so switch them based on the terrain and enemy conditions. Shooting accuracy improves when the target lock-on sight gets smaller. Alright, and as before, time for some advice from our friends.
Avoid the front, proceed through the area least protected, and attack the gun turrets from behind.
The Zeon Air Force is awful sharks in space. That is true. They don't do a great job. I will say though, DOP attack gunship things, the little planes are very powerful in this game. We'll see them later.
Sounds like a straightforward plan. You must be prepared for any assault from above. Make sure you keep your eye out for their fighter copters. They could come around to our backside while we attack the gun turrets, so it's by no means an easy mission.
Fighter copters? There's nothing worse for ground troops than to be caught under an airstrike.
Especially when you're using a bazooka.
Since we're bound by gravity, our mobile suit unit would be defenseless.
Oh, Lieutenant Rower is the same English voice actor in Zeta as Bright? That's wild.
Gotta crush those pesky flies one by one and reduce the casualties to our allies.
And Hepner.
Attacking the gun turrets head-on is too dangerous, even for mobile suits.
Bound by gravity, he said the line.
I think we should avoid the front and find an alternate route.
She's not wrong. So, if I remember correctly, we probably can just rush them and win. Do you guys want to read this? We'll go through it quickly. California base, Federation's largest military base in North America. They have combined a naval, air, and space base into one. This military installation houses over 20 facilities for the production and development of every type of weapon, testing sites, etc. They have gun turrets. They shoot guns. Gun turrets hurt real bad from the front. Helicopters fly. We have some allied forces. They have received unexpected resistance from the enemy defense line and have reached a stalemate. The Magella top cannons, whatever the hell they're called, are absolutely fucking busted in this game. They one-shot everything. Just to let you guys know. I have no idea why, but they do. All right, let's hear Lieutenant Lou Rower's backstory. Born on Side 1, age 25, he keeps his distance from his teammates, but his cool decision-making and analytic abilities are unrivaled. He buries the enemy with his skilled recon, cool analysis, and well-calculated strategy and attack. And MCPO Matt Austin, born on Side 3, age 41, a veteran among veterans. The Master Chief is a complete soldier adept at long and close range combat. He's mostly long range. Ensign Charlotte Hepter, born on Side 3, age 19. She was assigned to the Midnight Fenrir Corps straight out of the academy. While training for the Fenrir Corps, she encountered the enemy in battle and got her first taste of actual combat. You think you're one character who had the same voice actor as Heineken as in the narrator in Zeta Gundam? No shit. Well, yeah, so that's like... Austin is... What is his title? Yeah, Master Chief Petty Officer. Retry. Alright, as far as team setup goes, Lieutenant Rower's squad will have a smoke grenade. We might use that. It honestly... hold on a second. I didn't mean to do that. Yes, John 117. Let's give you the... No. I didn't... Wait. You know what? Actually, yeah. Take a smoke grenade. I didn't realize we had enough for both characters. Cool. Okay, so... We did advice. We did information. Let's look at the route. This is actually pretty cool. So here's where the tactical side of the game comes in. You can plan out how you're going to do each battle. And like, as you can see, there's a lot of information here. I forget, how do I take some of this stuff? There we go. So the enemy, like, it shows you enemy locations. If you zoom in, you can see where the gun turrets are. So obviously you don't want to do, see how the game has you going right here? Well, they'll shoot you and you'll die. So that's bad. We're not going to change it for this one because theoretically, Matt Austin, MCPO Austin should come through here first and destroy this from the side, but he might not. So we'll just play it live as Lieutenant Rower and figure it out. The orange lines or yellowish lines are the Magella Top Gun. What are they called? Magella Top Cannons? The fucking Zeon tanks. So we'll plan some routes out later. For the early missions, you really don't need to. I remember a couple that it's worthwhile doing for, though. So anyways, there's the map. Let's go. Thankfully, like I said, the early game kind of eases you in. Now, again, the gun turrets are a threat in this one. Same with the attack helicopters because they can get behind you. Just got to be careful.
I will be the operator filling in for Ensign Charlotte. A pleasure to work with you.
All units, move out. Destroy all fighter copters. Protect our allies from aerial attacks. Roger.
So one thing I don't remember with this mission, I'm not sure if your allies are allowed to die or not. I usually, from what I remember, I just go ahead and I go and kill everything. But once upon a time, I had all the enemy locations memorized. I obviously don't now. So we're going to just see what happens as we go. I wanted you... We'll eventually see the Magella tanks actually shoot stuff. And you guys will be very surprised by how strong they are, because it's ridiculous. Okay, so that's our first real threat right there. If I do this right, it shouldn't matter. We're gonna smoke grenade them. And then we're gonna run like hell. And get shot by a helicopter. And then they shouldn't be able to see us. So we're gonna sit right here. Unfortunately, I think thermal might do it. Yeah, thermal does it. So you can flank them. Alright. Oh shit, what the fuck? He lost his whole squad? Alright, well, we gotta play as fucking Matt for a little while now. We'll let Lieutenant Rower do his thing down there. It doesn't really matter if you lose a squad. But I really don't want to. That is the issue with giving him his bazookas, because it's really easy for them to get fucked over. Watch the missile! Alright, hold on. Let's switch to our... You know what? I can't leave him alone. He'll get himself killed. We don't really need him for the mission, but then again, our score just dropped dramatically because our allies died. Or we lost some units, which is bad. I should have switched over to him. What the hell is... I don't know what Lieutenant Rower's doing right now. He's gonna get himself fucking killed, as I was saying. So, fun fact. The other Zaku 2s that are your side characters will continue to fight. Oh no. Oh no. Missile trucks! Kill him! Kill him! Dodge the missile! Kill him! Is that a helicopter? Oh, fuck. Kill him! Go! Go, go, go! Alright, we survived. Woo! That's only the second mission.
Confirmed. Destruction of gun turret group.
We finally breached the enemy defense line. I thank you for your support.
Roger. We confirm advancement of Allied troops past the defense line.
All right. Mission complete.
Perfect.
We'll pull back.
Far from perfect, but we survived. Well, rip our unit budget. We lost 3. We lost... Actually, we lost... Yeah, you're right. 3 units. My bad. No, 4. No, it was 3. My bad. Lieutenant Rower's squad survived.
The enemy's perimeter. Our allied troops took advantage of our success and overran other weakened areas, thereby collapsing the rest of the enemy defense line. They've advanced to the next stage of the invasion, and we will soon join them in capturing California base.
Tactical commander right here. Don't worry about it. We got money. We can afford more mobile suits.
Aircraft Fly, Zakistan, Comrade Cry, 2025.
Good quote. So we actually got an A. I don't know why, but we did. So I'll take it, I guess. This game reminds you of an old PS1 Commando game where you go in a 2 to 3 man squad. You think it was the precursor to the Ghost Recon games? I think I know what you're talking about, actually. That A rank feels unearned. It probably is. That's why. Training! Let's go see what it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that should have been like a C or a D. That was real close to being a game over right there. If you lose all of your commanders, you lose the game. Or the mission, rather, not the game. All of your team leaders, not commanders, whatever. One team can have up to 3 mobile suits. Advanced to operation point. Hello, friends. I'm not doing this right now, for the record. That's the game doing this. Team members follow leader. Blue team. Red team. Switch team. Red versus blue. Okay, switch teams with directional buttons. That's fine. We're gonna flank! Oh wait, it didn't tell us to use the code. Oh, we can't use the code. Oh, whatever, it's fine.
The outcome of a battle is not determined by the capabilities of the mobile suit itself. What matters is your ability to control the mobile suit and your range of tactics.
Thanks, Char. We'll do the next one too. This game has leeway, but Armored Core be like, you didn't get hit and wasted no money on ammo, but too slow A rank, right? Easy for you to say, Char, you're Char. Right, exactly. I do think it's cool that he has original dialogue in this game. Same with Garma and a lot of the other characters. So it should tell us how to use the call signs. So as you can see, we're at code alpha. They are now also at code alpha, so they'll wait there until you do the call sign. or sorry, battle code, whatever. L2 plus X.
Code Alpha.
Then they'll continue moving on. So there is layers to strategy here that you will need to imply later on. But like for now, or need to apply later on, not imply.
Code Bravo.
You'll never do that, for the record.
Predict what the enemy is about to do next. That will always give you the upper hand.
We will end up using operation or battle codes later on. Right now, it doesn't really matter.
The force in charge of capturing California base successfully broke through the powerful enemy defense line with our unit's valuable assistance.
Correct. You want to try to gank as many enemies as possible. Fighting from the front really isn't a good idea until way later on when you have some way stronger stuff. You do wonder how Char ended up with numbnuts like Slender, Denim, and Jean. What happened to his original wingman? I don't know.
All that's left is to secure California base.
I should play Chrome Hounds. I think you guys have recommended that game to me a couple of times by now.
A passage leading into the enemy base was discovered during our last battle. In the next mission, our team will work independently and use this passage to sneak into the enemy's underground facilities.
You all did a fabulous job. It's only a matter of time before we take over California base. I'd like to inform you of a hidden route found during our last battle. Our analysis indicates that it's a former underground water vein now being used as a passage. We presume that at the end of the passage are caves, where you will find the underground facilities of California base. Leave the fighting above ground to the main forces. What I want you to do is use the passage and head to the underground facilities. It will lead you straight to a factory. It's important that you do everything you can to avoid destroying the facilities. I understand how difficult this is, but I trust that your unit will succeed, even under such constraints. Good news, we discovered Zaku's aboard the Medea we had captured earlier.
No clue why they would have those, but alright.
I ordered the crew to dispatch them to you, along with pilots. Consider it a parting gift. Good luck.
Okay, new pilot assigned, supplies delivered, and simulator programs have been added. Okay, before we go any further, we're going to go ahead and save the game. We're going to wrap this first episode of Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front up here for YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this so far. This is one of my favorite Mobile Suit Gundam games of all time. And I know we had an old playthrough on the channel. This is now the new playthrough. It will be better than the old one, at least in quality. Gameplay might be worse, though. So anyways, we'll see. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.